Me bloody
000.
Hang on,
001.
that's my screen
002. 006. Left parenthesis.
That's better. Right. So a cup of tea with you and have a little bit of a chat with you, but I'll have to keep the voice down because the wife's in bed and she'll look the doors in. Right, my ribs. I'll just grab me tea. Good. I'm just going to let you know a bit about the move and open up to you a little bit because obviously you don't get told certain things when you've had these operations, and I know that you just want to hear is a bit of ticking, so but it's funny when I open my mouth it goes louder, so I'll put this in my heart. Just think me a bit of ticking for the channel. Bit of ticking, guys. There he's go. No, I'm used to it now, honest to God. I love living here. I love living in Nottingham. It's the most brilliant, one of the most brilliant cities. And there's things I want to talk about today, guys. Actually, let's focus away from Nottingham. That guy, I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to give him airtime on his channel. I don't think he's worth any airtime on his channel after what he done to those three people. Basically, what it is he's just a fucking muppet. Basically, you know, playing a mental health card. And if he has got mental health, then you think, well, why wasn't which he was on the crisis team? But I'm not going to go into all that. But I want you to put out your hashtags, whatever anti-knife crime campaigns you're doing, come together, because at the end of the day, it's not about who's the biggest and who's the smallest. We can all do our bit at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? I've seen knife crime happen. I've seen the effects it has on people, even if people don't die. And that's why I come up with the slogan, using one knife destroys multiple lives. So it's, people know what it means. So it is getting terrible. I mean, it makes me sound old, but if you're 39, you're 38, you're 40, like nearly 40, you'll know what I'm on about. Back in my day, you used to fucking just have a fight, you know what I mean? You'd have a fight and a bit of a fist fight, that'd be it. Bit of blood, some heal over, you know what I mean? Unless you're on warfarin. Got a 2 weeks extension to my warfarin, provided that my warfarin stays between 3 and 4. And provided that I don't miss any doses, so yeah, so that's everything's going good. I'm eating all the right foods. There's only cranberry juice and grapefruit juice I'm not allowed really, but I mean, things are a no-no. The other thing, I'm going to be candid and honest here, guys, and you're probably going to go, you're fucking mental, because like, I have started going to, because I am going to be starting up rather some press ups and stuff like that, and sit ups, and because I've got no weights, guys. I've got no room to put any weights in the house, otherwise I'd have a big gym, you know what I mean? But you haven't always got access to room, have you? Do you know what I mean? And because I can't lift things that I can't lift, like say something that's 30 kilograms, I'd be able to lift 3 times that amount before, and now I just can't lift it. It's my ribs are fucked basically, and I don't go out in the cold with them, so because this year when it was really cold, it started to seize up again, and like you can't talk when it seizes up. If you've ever had your ribs broken and the cold gets into them, it's like you're fucking trying to talk, and the more harder you try to talk, it hurts. You know what I mean? So that's, I've had a bit of a blip with my mental health again, but it's because I've got I didn't get no thing about them like even my collarbone and stuff. I'm still suffering with. I've just been open, and anybody that I'm not trying to put you off having heart surgery, but you know, if you don't get told that after what can happen after, this can still go on. You know what I mean? It's it is what it is. I just put the tea down bloody coat. But yeah, I mean that's what I've been doing. I've been moving. I've been just sorting my mental health out because there was a time, guys, and I'm not going to lie to you, and I hope that this is an inspiration as well as a like kick up the arse for those that need it at the minute. And I know I say that badly, but I mean it in the genuine way. You know what I mean? I mean it in a generous way. Because do you know what it is? We all need to kick up the arse occasionally, as men. We all need women to kick up the arse, not literally, you know. But yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. It's just there was times when I just didn't feel like I wanted to be you guys no more. It was just I was getting frustrated. I was getting like I don't know. I can't describe it. It's different holding this tablet in his hand. I was getting like really down and stuff like that. But I'm back on the ball because what happened was I stopped taking my meds again, my hydrocortisone, which is I've got three rare conditions. I've got pituitarism. Don't ask me what the fuck that is. Go and Google it. I've got septo-optic dysplasia, which is why I'm totally blind. My optic nerve never developed, and my mitral regurgitation, right, of the heart surgery done. But with the steroids, if you're on, there's be people on here that I know for a fact there will be, but I'll be shocked if there isn't, that don't have to take hydrocortisone tablets for like adrenal insufficiency and things like that. And my wife needs to go and get training now on how to give an emergency injection to me. So yeah, you know, it's been a little bit of a more emotional roller coaster, guys. I'm not gonna lie. And people say you know you fight it dead easy, but coming back on here when I was fucking even struggling, probably you saw that I was struggling. I was coming back on because I needed something to do. Do you know what I mean? I don't like just. I'll tell you something. What it is. I'm a very wise man. Yes, I'm a fucking fool at times. A wise man's a fool, and a fool is a wise man sometimes. But the thing is, we all fuck up, don't we? Do you know what I mean? We all fuck up as men, and even women. Women are a bit more sensible. My wife, she's too fucking sensible. You know, I say that in a good way because I need that. You know what I mean? But it's like every little thing. You know what I mean? Gets to you. Do you know what I mean? You prime your brain. And then obviously I was smoking loads of fucking cannabis, which doesn't help. You know, it's helping my symptoms, don't get me wrong, and people can talk about the cannabis debate, I'm not bothered about that. But I think at the very least it needs to be, like, at the very most, sorry, at the very least it needs to be decriminalised. So that people can use it, it's helping them, and they know what strains to use and things like that. I'm rambling on that. But yeah, it's just, and my thyroxine as well, if you've got underactive thyroid, there's a link there with depression. A lot of people don't put it. They're given antidepressants. They don't get tested for thyroid. You know what I mean? And I've never had depression. And I've been through years of fucking trauma, guys. Do you know what I mean? Never suffered from depression, but there was times when if it wasn't for our lass, I think I would have fucking acted because I was just ready to fucking explode. And I'm not being like I don't know. I'm not being attention seeking or anything like that because I don't agree with any of that. But at the end of the day, I'm just opening up for you as to what has been happening. So, but yeah, I mean, like I've said before, I go through good and bad blips with my mental health. But my steroids and that, when I take my hydrocortisone properly, I'm full of energy. It's like being on a stimulant, especially when I have to double up. Fucking hell, it's such a nightmare that. Now like a nice fucking cup of tea is a nice spliff. But I tell you what, right? It is what it is. It's just a fucking mad life. I mean, there's people getting stabbed all over. 12, 13-year-old kids carrying knives. You know, if they're doing that at 12, 13-year-old, do you know what I mean? I mean, you can say, oh, what homes were they in, what homes were they in, right? I mean, all the homes about them being fucking disenfranchised and stuff. I understand that. Even coming from broken homes. Just because my mum, yeah, and my dad used to fight, yeah, he, like, fucking, you wouldn't just go out with a knife and stab somebody, do you know what I mean? No matter how desensitized the violence you are. So it's got to be a bit more than domestic violence, if you'd ask me. You know, why are kids doing this at that age? Just, you know, and of course, there's you know, if they carry that knife and it's premeditated, and i.e. premeditated, you know, like they've wrote about it or they've planned it out in their head and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Of course, it should be fucking brought to justice. Any of them should be brought to justice. It might be a deterrent to stop them from carrying knives so young, but you've also got to look on the other side. There's some of these kids are being groomed by drug gangs and stuff like that, and I've got nothing against anything like drug gangs, but I'm just saying I've got nothing against anyone with drug misuse or anyone any part of drugs, but it's just drug gangs in general, basically. But yeah, thanks. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Hang on.
28, 16. Right parent. Unlabeled. Unlabeled. Shutter button. 28. Left parent. 11 4. Shutter button. Unlabeled button.
Yes.
Home button. Back button.